Shot to the heart, you're to blame, darling, you give love. I'm looking for my Sharpie, my dry erase marker. We're about to have a good lesson here. Hold on one second. I play my part and you play your game. You give love a bad name, bad. You give love. Everybody likes that jam. Like, you know, like before concert, there it is, bam. You know how before concerts and stuff, they'll always play, like have somebody DJing or something. So like before my videos, I need to have somebody jamming Shot to the Heart or something. Especially when you're going to play a sad video like Remember When. Alright guys, welcome. My name is Matt, Country Song Teacher. If you're new to my lessons, you're going to be like, man, this dude ain't like a normal guitar teacher, which is pretty true. But we have a lot of fun around here. Thanks for stopping by. If you're a, what does they say in church? If you're a first-time visitor, you're not compelled to give. We just appreciate we got a gift for you. If you're one of the members, feel free, so you can go donate. So anyway. All right, this is a cool song. We're going to break it down. It might be a little bit longer video, but I'm going to show you. The first part starts out. You're going to kind of do some picking. We'll do strumming first, but G, E minor, C, D. Played my easy way with those 4 chords. So you're going to lock in the 2 bottom strings. Go G to E minor to C to D. So it's going to go, remember when I was young and so were you, time stood still. Love was all we knew, you were the first, so was I. We made love and then you cried, remember when. So for the first 3 verses, you're just going to roll with those 4 chords. G, E minor, C, and D. Now everybody always says, that's a C add 9. I know. Get over it. Anyway, like in 2 bottom strings, 5th and 6th is a G. Then I press over here to the 5th and 4th, and all 6 is your E minor, or E minor 7. Then I go 4th and 5th with just like a G but down. Bottom 5, it's your C. Then I keep the bottom 2 locked, press the 3rd string. Bottom 4 at your E. So if you're just starting out, we're going to just do, where's that pick? I dropped a pick somewhere. Country Song Teacher pick, believe it. All right. Remember when I was young, so were you. Time stood still. I keep my time stood still. I make fun, but honest to goodness, since I've been diagnosed with autoimmune stuff, my speech and stuff is a little tricky, so I'm kind of laughing at myself, but it is kind of weird. All right, so 2 G's, 2 E minors, 2 C's, 2 D's. Remember when, oh, my words. Remember when I was young, so were you, and time stood still. Love was all we knew, you were the first, so was I. So if you're a beginner, that's gonna be your home base. Just going slow. And you're just listening, you're trying to make your chords sound clear. And let me give you another little tip I'll throw in there for free. When I first started learning these song stuff and first started learning chords, when you play your chord, try picking down each string to see if it's sounding clear. Now, I'll go ahead and say if you're a beginner, it's going to sound like this. That's okay. Just pound through it. As your fingers get more calloused and they get harder, you'll get better, a clearer sound and so forth. Anyway, So the first thing we're gonna do is just those down strums. We're gonna break down a couple more things, and we got this whiteboard here to show you something. Then you're gonna do is picking. So on the G, you're gonna use your thumb. The top string and the second string. You'll pinch both of them. Then your thumb on the fifth string. Then take your first finger and strum at the bottom too. So boom, boom, up. Boom, boom, up. Then E minor. I do the same thing except the fifth and second. Fifth, a pinch, 5 and second, 4 and up. So back to G. C, do the same as the E minor. You're pinching the fifth and second. And thumb the fourth. You come up with your first finger. So let's start back over. G, E minor, C. The way I'm doing that little, I start out without playing my middle finger on the bottom string. Hand run and then pick again. Remember when I was young and so were you. Time stood still. Love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. Made love and then you cried. Remember we. So that's what you want to work on if you're a beginner. First is down strums, then it'll pinch, down, up. Pinch, down, up. Pinch, down, up. Pinch, down, up. Pinch, down. Now, we're going to do what's called transposing chords. Because this song's cool. Because you start out, I went over this the other day, but it's worth going over again. It's really important for you to know. Sometimes this music theory stuff's boring. But we're going to do it anyway. So right there, we played a G. Then we played an E minor. Then we played a C. Then we played a D. So for verses 1, 2, 3, and 4, we played G, E minor, C, and D, 2 count each one. What it does, the song raises a whole step for verses 4 and 5. And I'm going to show you how that. So to raise it a whole step, a G goes to an A. Bing! So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's the 7 chords. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And you start back over. If you're at the G, you know, A goes to B, B goes to C, so forth. If you're at a G, it starts back over to the A. So G starts back over. So A, B, C, D, E, F. So E minor becomes an F minor. We're going to call it an F sharp minor. I'll explain that another day. The C, A, B, C, D, becomes a D. A, B, C, D, E, the D becomes an E. You see, I raised each one of these. G went to A, E minor went to F minor, F sharp minor will go C went to D, D went to E. So boom. Make sure you take a picture of that, screenshot it, write it down, whatever. That's called transposing chords. And you want to, and on this song, an F sharp minor is a bar chord, so it might be a little tricky for you. Let me see here. Hold on one second here. Let me scroll down on my lyrics here. Remember I told y'all on YouTube they pay you by the minute? Once I learned that, I started going slow, boy. I used to do 1 minute lessons, all that. Now I'm like slow. Okay. Okay, so for an A chord, the middle string, third string, then fourth and third, fourth and second, strum the bottom 5. That's an A chord. Type it back quick, A chord. So it's third, fourth. I squish in all 3 of my fingers in that second fret. Third, fourth, and second. And F sharp minor is a bar chord. Gonna be a little tricky. You're gonna clamp down, squeeze the whole second fret. So squeeze, squeeze like that. Squeeze, squeeze, and then take your ring finger and pinky finger and press the 5th and 4th string. See what I do, I use my middle finger to kind of extra press, clamp down on this on this bar chord, the bar finger. Clamp down, and then I'll take my ring finger. It's gonna be tough at first. I've got big hands, so it's a little bit easier for me, but so go back to D chord, then the E chord. Remember when 30 seems so old now, looking back. It's just a stepping stone to where we are, where we've been. Said we do it all again. Remember when. So you can see there. So remember the first part we went G, E minor, C, D, G, E minor 7, whatever, C, D. Then do a little soul part. Then remember when. That's really good to know that transposing, guys, because a lot of times people will say, "Well, that's not the way to play it. That's not the way to play it." And what they don't realize, you can play the same song in a different key. So you can play that. You can play. You can do that. The track chords, if you want E, C sharp minor, A, B. Remember when we were looking back. Just stepping stone, where we are, where we've been. Said we do it all again. I keep saying remember me because my boy watches Coco 1,000 times a day. Remember me, doink. He always says that. That's when that. If y'all seen the Disney movie Coco, that Ernesto de la Cruz, the singer, is singing "Remember Me" in that bill. And my two boys always go, "Remember me, doink." So we do that over and over. I got a 4-year-old, 2-year-old, another one on the way. Man, God's blessed me so much. Whew. All right, soon I'm going to do a full music theory video. It's going to be boring as anything, so you want to be sure you sleep in through that. So be looking for it. But guys, please give the video a thumbs up. Leave some comments. That helps me so much. Buys my boys diapers, Christmas presents, birthday presents. Both my boys' birthdays are in November. They're just exactly 2 years apart. And so they got all these toys. Now it's time for Christmas. We got to do it again. It's like our house is already crammed full of toys. So anyway, thank you guys so much for support. I love you. Most importantly, God loves you. Holla. Oh yeah, let me give you a little phrase here. There's nothing you can do to make God love you more. There's nothing you can do or have done to make God love you less. Remember that. God's love is perfect. There's nothing you can do to make him love you more. There's nothing you can do to make him love you less. That'll preach. Holla.